Hello,
Okay, so good evening.
good afternoon.
Okay, so
Yep.
before we start our lesson for tonight, let me just introduce first myself. So my name is Karen. And what about you? What
Yep.
is your
Uh,
name?
my name's Ming. You can call me Ming. Yes,
Okay, Ming,
Ming.
right? Okay, so nice to meet
Yes.
you.
Nice to meet you, Gary. Oh,
Okay, so how are you today?
fine, thank you. Uh,
The-
I feel a little tired
oh, I see.
because the
Mm-hmm.
weather is changed, change,
Mm.
and it's rain.
Ah, so how's the weather there? Is it cold?
Now it's a horse and change and
Mm,
corn is a
mm.
little piles. Yes.
I see. That's why, right? So, by the way, today we will be having our demo class, right? And I'm really happy to have you in my class. So, before we start the book that I chose, let us have first a small talk. So, let me ask, are you working?
I am I am a teacher and I
Wow.
in college. Yes. And university. Yes.
Wow. You are teaching what grade?
I I teach in the chemical engineering. You know
Yes.
chemical
Mhm.
engineering. Yes. And I teach about the mechanics and stuff, design factories for children for students. Yes.
Mm. I see. Okay. So, and you are working there or you've been a teacher or professor there for how many years?
I am teacher a long time, and I think I have been teaching in for 20 years ago.
Ah, I see. You've been teaching
Yes.
for 20 years. You know what? I am also a public school teacher here in the Philippines.
Oh,
I am
I
teaching.
know. I watched it. I watched it TV yesterday. I see the uh, the storm in Philippines is destroys everywhere, and a lot of people hurt, and some people die in the storm in Philippines.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But
Yeah,
then it's part of Visayas
all
and
right.
Mindanao because I am living here in Luzon,
Yeah,
Philippines. So, and I am not that much affected. But then the
uh-huh.
other people in other place, they are really much affected. Also, even their house, they don't have
Yeah.
now a house. You know what? Christmas is near. I know that Vietnamese people are not celebrating Christmas, right?
Yes, and a lot of I live in Ho Chi Minh City. I now and a lot of and the lights and everything one organized and Christmas days is a very happy day in some a lot of people in Ho Chi Minh City.
I see, I see. And being a professor for 20 years, that is your first job, right?
Yes,
I see.
um, in the past I start the Russian, yes, no
Mm-hmm.
English, and now I study English uh, uh, for 5 years ago.
I see. And by the way, let me just ask you. So yes, you are a professor. And by the way, why do you want to learn English?
I think I want to travel in Canada because
Mm.
it's important in my life because my son now he he is studying in Canada near the Vancouver, yes, EBC in Canada. I want to move there, and I
Ah.
want live in Canada.
Mm.
In my family have prepare a lot of things for us.
Why do you
Yeah.
want to, by the way, why do you want to go to Canada? Do you have a relatives there?
I think about next year. Next year.
And um you like to go to Canada because who is there? Who? Do you have relatives? Do you have relatives?
In my son now is studying.
Ah,
Yes,
I see. Wow.
he, he is studying in university in Canada. He
Mm.
in Alberta of University.
Wow. So you only have one child.
Now I have two son.
Ah.
Now, so the first son is 18 years old, and second son is 11 years old.
Ah, so the 18 years old son is in Canada, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Ah. Is your son like to study in Canada, or you like to study him to Canada?
He come to Canada to study in the secondary school. Now, he he start a long time in Canada. He don't want move him, don't want come back in Ho Chi Minh City.
Mm.
And I think his young son one also to study in Canada, and and my family want to invest some money for in Canada, and next year my family want go to Canada to live.
But then you are working, right? So you are planning to resign?
I
Alright, because
I know.
for example, you are planning now to go to Canada, right? But then you are still working. So do you have a plan that you will resign to your company?
Yes, I have one company, and I want move my company from the Ho Chi Minh City to Canada. And the first thing is my plan is uh, open the retail store and the one open and motel in the Canada to
Mm.
the tourists, for the tourism. Yes.
Wow, you do have a lot of plans, right? I am
Yes.
hoping that. So you mean to say that you are planning, you and your wife together with your son, you are going to
Mm.
migrate in Canada, all of you.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, you know,
All.
but
Yes.
then it's expensive, right?
I, I think I live in Ho Chi Minh. I work very hard in Ho Chi Minh City,
Ah.
have some. I have some money,
Mm-hmm.
and but now I want to change my life, and I uh, want to travel and visit another place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Wow.
this good for my son. I think so.
Wow, I idolize you, sir. Wow. It seems like that you've been a good father and a husband to your family.
Mhm.
You are such a good father. You know what? Everyone are dreaming to go there in Canada, because as we all know, it is a good country, right? The salary there is also higher, rather compare here in the Philippines, right? And by the way, let me just ask you, sir, what so yes, you are working from Monday to Friday, right?
Yeah, I free a lot of time. Yes, I am, but in Ho Chi Minh City have COVID-19. It's very dangerous. The and a lot of the works have to stop. I think I have
Mm. Yes, of
time,
course.
and it's now maybe maybe free time now to the uh, Lunar New Year's. Yes, Lunar
Mm.
New Year's.
Mhm. Nice.
In Vietnam, yes, in Vietnam and China and Taiwan have have a uh, lunar New Year's, and people uh, people uh, have some day to relax on
Mm.
holiday a long time.
I see, I see. And since of course even though you are working, you still have time to relax, right? So let me just ask you, what is your hobby? What do you like to do whenever you have free time? Mhm.
I have a lot of hobby. But do you know, sir, in the books, I have a lot. I have a free time. I read books in maybe on almost Vietnamese books, everything, and the economics books and politics books and technology books and a lot of books I read, and sometimes I want go out to the fishing and play table tennis. And I have also
Mm.
some the table tennis in here, near my house. Is um, one day I use about 1 hour to play table tennis with my friend. And in the weekend, mm, I and my relatives and my friends go out to fishing. Uh, it is maybe some I think uh, it's far from here because um, uh, because
Mm.
it is very is to relax in the work hard work and hard working. Yes,
Mm.
after hard working.
I
Yes.
see, I see. So after working, of course, you
Yes.
still have time to do some relaxation, right? And it seems like that you do have a lot of books there, right?
Mm. Thank you.
So
I,
do you also like to read some English books?
and I have some I have some English books. Maybe something I print the document in the web in the uh, in the internet and the books. I almost the study English in myself. It's,
Mm. I see, I see. That's a good thing. Oh, well, so aside from being a professor, you like to read some books and also you are a sporty, right? You know what?
yeah,
Playing some kind of sport is also important thing to be us to be fit and healthy, right?
yes,
Okay, that's
yes,
good. So, by the way, it seems like that you are at a library. Is it your library or your office at your home?
and in my universities have a big library, and near my house and have near my house have a local library, but
Mm.
but I go there. I always bo- borrow some book,
Mm.
takes in my house to read, but I don't read in other library. And some now the I think the internet is very increasing, and
Mhm.
have to the file some file document information, and everything in the internet is very easy for people want to study. And
Mm.
and yeah, I am teacher. I have this for student five uh, for 5 months online. I think these are not good for student because it's in the class about about the 80 students, 80
Mm.
students, and when
Mhm.
how it's not effective, not.
Mhm. So you told me a while ago that you are a professor. Are you having now a face-to-face class or not yet?
Yes, I uh, I think I think in I think
Mhm.
this it is the traditional class is good for students in my country, and he he go from another province, go to Ho Chi Minh City, and they different, and they have a diversity about culture, about um, the everything. They have to the student have a traditional class. Mm, this more this better in the study in online.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. You know what? Here in the Philippines, because of COVID-19, um,
Yes.
we are just having an online class. But then, I am teaching grade 1 student. I am teaching
Mm.
grade 1 student. So it means to say that they don't have that much idea on how to use some gadgets, right? So that's why beside them there is the parents who need to help them to mute the microphone and unmute the microphone whenever they are answering. And as a teacher, it's really hard. Right
Yeah, it is.
now. But then, of course,
Yes.
maybe the DepEd or the Department of Education here in the Philippines already announced that maybe in the month of February or March, we will be having a face-to-face class. So,
Certificate.
yeah.
More,
So, how about the
more.
case of COVID-19 in your place? Is it okay now or is it still higher?
Now it's COVID-19 is in decree.
Ah,
I think
decrease.
it us and about uh, about 500 people infected a day.
Mm.
And this stops about uh, 10,000 people. Yes, it's
Mm.
top, top. Yes,
You know
I
what?
think.
Today,
Yeah.
we only have 6 persons who do have COVID-19. And
5%.
yeah,
5% in Philippines.
in just
Six
here in my city, only here in my city,
sick people.
yeah. So
Oh,
from 600 to 6. Yeah,
yeah.
and it's really a good news, right? And okay, so by the way, I chose here a book and I will be sharing my screen, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so can you see my screen? Can you see my screen, sir?
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, we have here welcome to my class. Okay, so
Yes.
welcome to my class, and the next page is all about a small talk. But then,
Yeah.
as you can see, the number one question is, can you introduce yourself? You already introduced yourself, so we are done with that part. Number two, can you introduce your company? You already told me that you are a professor for 20 years, so we are already done with that part. Do you use so by the way, let me ask you this one, sir. Do you use English a lot at work? Do you use the English language in your workplace or not? Oh, what happened? Hello? Hello?
Well, again, because maybe some
Mm-hmm.
I don't know it's maybe it's cause Wi-Fi. I think.
Yeah, yeah, the internet connection,
It's,
right? Okay, so I will tell them that it's okay now because I report it. It's okay now. Okay. So, let me just share my screen again. It's okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so again, my question is a while ago, do you use English a lot at work? Do you use the English language?
yes.
I see, I see. So you use the English language at your workplace. But then all of the professor in the school that you are working are all Vietnamese.
Yes.
Okay, I
It,
see.
this Vietnamese.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm. I see. Okay, so why do you want to study English? You already told me that you want to go to Canada because your son is there, right? You want to
yes,
all migrate. And by the way, have you experienced to travel in other country?
yes.
Oh, in what country?
I uh, I have been in the United States and England and Europe. I goes and
Europe, right?
yes, yes, and France and Germany.
Wow!
Yes,
Oh my God. You are whenever you are traveling, who are you with?
Yeah. Mm, no, I go another country for my working.
Ah,
Yes.
really?
No. Yes.
So you mean to
And
say
last.
that I am visiting other country because of my work, right? It has something to do
uh,
with your work.
Last year I go to the China.
I went.
Yes, and a month, and I go the Canada about 10 days to travel and visit my son in last year. Yes.
Wow, you know what? I am dreaming to be in Paris. I want to see the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, but it is very beautiful. I go the Paris about 4 times.
Really?
4 times. Yes, yes.
Oh my
Mm.
god. I just want to experience even once.
I can around the Paris in the metro. It's very easy. I I I I use maybe 1 month to move some metro. It's a very modern metro. Yes, I think it's
Mm.
chain 9, chain 6, chain A. It's a deep in the ground. It's a
Mm.
very yes.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. Huh.
Yeah. In the Paris have a big library. It's very big and very big airports. I I
Mm-hmm.
think yes.
I see. Wow. You know what? All the country that you have visited is such and it seems like that it's such an amazing country, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to go in the futures. I want go every country in I go want go Philippines
Ah.
and Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia.
Ah, the
Yes,
Asia country, right?
and 10 years ago, I go to Thailand about half of years,
So,
and I live in the Bangkok. Yes,
so my question is, whenever you are traveling, you are with your colleague, right?
yeah,
I see, I see. Okay, so I'm really sorry, sir, but then it seems like that we don't have enough time. But then I can see that you are really trying your best to construct sentences and answer all of my questions, so that is good. You just need to be more careful on how to use the past participle. Okay, so just
yeah,
like go, went, just like that. But then sooner or later, you will be able to learn that in here in Free Talk English. Okay, so I'm really happy
yeah.
to have you in my class and thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye. Thank you.
Goodbye, goodbye.